Oh, today President Trump created unity. Not really. He tweeted that at what point does NBC lose their right for coverage due to all of the supposed fake news, and both members of the Democratic Party and liberals and conservatives and members of the Republican Party came together to say that's a violation of the First Amendment if it were to take place. Um, which Trump's question, without kind of going into because I have a bias that is not in favor of him, so I'm more likely to assess whatever he's done negatively just off the bat. But his comment didn't directly threaten anything about NBC or coverage privileges or how things are structured when it comes to the way in which news is reported within the United States. And when I see comments to the effect of, several that were left on that post, which is an avalanche of critiques and rebukes and all of the other, nonsense that's available, I'm left to believe that this being a news story is fake news. I mean, no one's really explained that to me yet. Anyhow, I always interpreted fake news like the one he says NBC is doing to be some story that isn't really newsworthy. Oh, this person went to go get the mail. Oh, this person got divorced 3 times 30 years ago. Something that for the most part you wouldn't think about or worry about given who the person is and what their profession has to do with. So when I go and watch, the comments on that post of his on Twitter just explode, I'm left with a sense of confusion because I figured at this point people are fully aware that he's not going to look at your comments and read them and, actually feel impacted by it. And part of the reason for that is when there's a large quantity of people who dislike you and there's a large quantity of people that are in favor of you, a singular voice becomes more and more diminished to the point of almost being excluded or otherwise not available anymore in terms of how often it's listened to and heard and someone pays any attention. And the reason for that is in the the grand scheme of things, we're all just a person. We're just an individual. And when you see plenty of individuals who have no more name recognition than the other one, well, for what reason would he look at your one singular comment and go, yes, this will change my mind. Oh, yes, I will pay attention to this. I wouldn't be surprised if when he turns on his account, he gets hundreds, thousands of new notifications on that one corner and then just tweets something and logs back out. I would not be shocked if that were the case. And I'm betting that is the case because he knows that even if you were to go back and talk with those individuals that disagree with your policies and general political positions, it's not going to change anything in the way of how you're perceived. People are still going to see you as the Twitter using president, even though presidents from the past that have lived to the era of Twitter have proceeded to have accounts on there. But nonetheless, it's incredibly irritating to just go and see him go back and forth with people. But again, I'm kind of, as I've said before, I've taken on a role where I'm not really in the business of going and rebuking him necessarily. You've heard TYT and Secular Talk and every other commentator that's on a station or network that's not Fox lambast him, and it's just that's a role that's been done to death by now, and I'm not really interested in taking it on. But my critique will be of a more non-scathing edition. And to answer Evan Edits, I'm 6'2". I don't know what that has to do with anything, but thank you for watching.